What is up, guys? My name is Kameding, and today I am here with a new guide all about traps because I do not see traps used enough. If you don't know what traps are, there's 9 different traps in Unturned, basically. Going from the best to the worst, we got Landmine, Claymore, Barbed Wire Fence, Barbed Wire, Birch Spikes, Maple Spikes, Pine Spikes, Cow Trap, and a Snare. I'm gonna go through every single trap because I do not see them being used enough, and they are very, very useful. So I'm gonna go through every single trap one by one, giving you guys information about them that you probably maybe don't even know, because a lot of people don't know all about these traps, and they are very useful to get that kill by someone who's chasing you, or just be a bully, because traps are all about being a bully. Bully someone walking through that bush, kill them. Let's get right into this. As you can see, all the traps are in my inventory right here. Going from the worst to the best, we're going to start first off with the snare. If you don't know what a snare is, it's found at campsites, basically. You can also craft this with 5 scrap metal and 2 wires. As you can see, if you walk over the snare, it's going to do 10 health and break your bones. Of course, sometimes I guess it does 9 health. It's supposed to be 10 health though, I promise you guys. But if you put that in front of a zombie that's chasing you, or it's actually a bear trap, it's essentially for animal killings. So if you do put it in front of an animal, it will kill them. It's only with players it does the least damage. It does most damage with animals and zombies. But the snare also has 1 health. As you can see, once you walk over it, it destroys right away. 1 health only, and that's basically all I have for the snares. Basically, don't really use it on players. The real reason when you're going to want to use a snare is if you're trying to get that leather or that milk from that cow. Put the snare in front of it, scare it behind it, make it run right over it. Or if a zombie's chasing you and you don't feel like using your fists, just use a snare if you have it in your inventory. Why not? Or you never know, you can strategically use it. You can break someone's leg. That's the big thing about it. Breaking their leg is always good. You can't sprint then. Going on from a snare, we have the cow trap. It's created with 2 nails. That's all you need, just 2 nails, and you can have yourself a cow trap. And now what's unique about this, as you can see, there's vehicles behind me. If you have cow traps just like this, and you drive a vehicle over it, your wheels are gonna pop. As you can see, they popped. My wheels just popped. And if you go back, the health on them is at 100%. It doesn't do any health when a wheel goes over it. If you walk over it, it does 20% health and makes you bleed. Also, as you can see, 66%. It can take 3 hits on a person until it gets destroyed. So these are mainly going to be a good idea. If you get them, just put them on the street, I guess. If a car drives over it, it's going to lose that tire. Like I said, traps are meant to be a bully. Just be the bully that you've always wanted to be in school. Do that in Unturned. Just put traps everywhere. Make them run over it. Going on from cow traps, we have spikes. More importantly, there's 3 types of spikes: pine spikes, maple spikes, and birch spikes. These are all made by just getting 6 sticks. So either 6 pine sticks, 6 maple sticks, 6 birch sticks, and you make yourself spikes. That's the greatest thing out of it, because when you're building a base, cutting down those trees, getting those logs, use those sticks. And if you don't want to build storage, because of course crates do use the sticks, if you're not making storage, go ahead and use those sticks for spikes. Put spikes all around your base, put spikes on the roof if you want. It's just very, very useful for building, as well as just putting it in unique locations. If you take spikes, as you can see a bush over here, put the spikes in the bush. Do you notice that? Do you notice that? Because I sure don't. I don't notice this at all. I do not at all. Walk over it. It does 30 health to you and makes you bleed. The difference between the 3 is just the health. The birch, of course, having the least health, maple being the second health, and pine having the best health out of all the spikes. There's not much more out of that. Just use it for your base designs and just put it in bushes or any other unique location. You can block off a doorway with spikes. They can be used for a lot of situations. Going on, we have barbed wire. More importantly, there's 2 different types. Just normal barbed wire, which you can create with 2 wires, or also you can find it spawned at military location. And also you can turn this barbed wire into barbed wire fence by just having 5 barbed wire and 2 metal scrap. Therefore, it's going to only take you 10 wire and 2 metal scrap to make you a barbed wire fence. I do not see these used enough, and this is so good to use around your base or anything. If you want to make a little complex, pretend you have a little 2x2, you can make a circle of barbed wire fence all around. it's just so much better. Can you shoot through it? Of course you can. You can shoot right through this. So don't think you're safe when you're hiding behind it. But it's just nice because if someone walks through it, boom, 50 health and bleeding. That might even just kill them. Barbed wire, how much health does that do, you might wonder? That does 40 health and bleeding. So the fence does do a little bit more, 50% health, while this does 40% health. And as you can see, the barbed wire fence has much more health than the barbed wire, losing 8% health on one hit, and this barbed wire fence only 2% per hit. Basically use this around maybe a corner, or if someone's chasing you, run around that corner, place the barbed wire. That's pretty good. Place this in sneaky locations like a bush so they run into it. Use the fence around your base or anything, or even put it against your walls. Just place it all around. Just make a nice circular complex. Trust me, this is worth it. It only takes 10 wire and 2 metal scrap to make this thing. That's really not hard. Trust me, guys, that's easy to get. Going to the 2 best traps in game, we got a landmine and we got the Claymore. Let's just talk a little bit about these 2 and what makes them different, what makes them the same. Let's just talk first about how to create each one. You're gonna craft a landmine with 1 can, 2 nails, raw explosives, and a makeshift grenade. You can make a claymore with 2 wires, raw explosive, and makeshift grenade, 3 scrap metal. Also, both spawn at the same exact places, basically both spawn at military locations, and both do the same exact damage to everything all the way around. Same player damage, which is, if you guys don't know, place one over here. It's gonna do 10 health and makes you bleed. Basically, if you don't have any meds on you, you're gonna die. It's gonna kill you with 1 blow if you don't have any meds on you. That what makes this so beautiful. It has both 90 player damage. It's about actually 90.5, so you can round it up to 91 if you really want to. Zombie damage and animal damage, it will kill them right with 1. Same health as one walkover, it kills it. It basically has 1 health for each one. The range of exploding is the same. This is just when it gets a little different. It's offset. Let me try to explain myself here. The trigger radius around this landmine is just a circle around the square, basically. Just think about this square. It's just going to be like this. That's how you trigger the landmine. How to trigger the claymore? It goes like this. Look, I can walk right up against this. Watch this. I won't take any damage. It doesn't explode. You can walk right up against this. It doesn't explode. Walk like that on the other side, and you're gonna die because I didn't have 100% health. That was my bad. But basically what I was just showing you guys there is these 2 are both the exact same. The only difference is that this has a different blast radius than this. So why the Claymore is good, watch what you can do. The arrow is basically the offset radius. So you can put the Claymore like this, and I won't be able to see it, but when I walk, I'll get hit by it. That's why this is so good, because you can hide the Claymore. With the landmine, you can't do that. We place the Claymore so you can't see it. So let's say we place it like that. You can't see it, right? When we walk, we're not going to get hit by it. As you can see, the Claymore is exactly what a Claymore is. Pretend there's 2 lasers coming off this. If you walk over the laser, you get exploded. All I know what I'm trying to say is these 2 are the exact same. Very, very good and very, very useful. Once again, be a bully. Why are you going to want to use this landmine? Around those corners. Just put it right to the side of that doorway. They walk through the doorway and they're gonna explode. If you use these strategically, they're actually very good. And I never see anyone actually try to get a kill with a Claymore. And it's very easy to do so. But I hope you guys enjoyed this trap guide video, and hopefully you guys are going to use these traps at least a little bit more. I'd love to see them used more, to be honest. Out of all these 9 traps in the game, I really don't see them used enough. Just be a bully, guys. If you're on a PvP server, the point of PvP, it's player versus player. Just be a bully. You ain't PvE anymore, you're PvP. Be a bully. Put the trap inside the bush. Put a Claymore right along the doorway. Put a snare in the bush to break someone's legs. Protect your base with spikes. Protect your base with barbed wire fence. Use these more. I beg you guys, use them more. They are very, very worth it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I changed some of your guys' minds and you guys will use this much, much more. My name is Kameding, and I'm out of here. See you guys later.
Welcome to the country crowd. We got the hamburger, we got the down. We got the special salt nigga that's here. We done fuck with Plank and making it clear. Okay, let me get a number 8. I want that Krabby Patty on that plate.